news, and they are starting over here for the Gemara in Brachot Dalad on the base. Let's begin. So the Gemara says, Chayza v'oimer. This is a question. The question says, Chayza, does he go back v'oimer and say emes, the word emes, oi, or einoi? He does not. That means, does he not? Chayzer, go back v'oimer and say emes, the word emes. It's a question. Answer the Gemara. Omar Rabbi Avohu. Rabbi Avohu said, Omar, that someone else said, Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan said, so that means Rabbi Avohu said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. The halacha is, Chayzer, he goes back, v'oimer, and he says, emes, the word emes. Another answer, Rabba, Omar, means Rabba says, Einoi, he does not, Chayzer, go back v'oimer and say emes, the word emes. Okay, now we're going to give a story. Hahu, there was that person, Denochis, that went down. Literally, when you go down to pray for the Amud, on behalf of the congregation, you went down. Kamei, in front, de Rabba, of Rabba. That means Kamei is in front of him, literally. Kamei, in front of him, means in front of who? De, of Rabba. That means in front of him, de, of Rabba. Rabba. That means altogether, Kamei de Rabba means in front of Rabba. Sham'ei, he heard him. Rabba. That means Rabba heard him. De Omar, that he said. Emes. The word emes twice. Emes. Trey zimni. Twice. That means trying to convey the idea that he heard him say emes twice. That means not twice is 4 times, but that actually he heard him say emes twice. Omar Rabba. So Rabba said, Kol emes. That means all. Ms means true. All the words true. Tafsei grabbed him lahai to this person. That means this person was grabbed with the word ms. Tafsei lahai means was grabbed to this person. New case. New sugya. Omar Rav Yosef. Rav Yosef said, Kama, how much? Ma'aliyah, good. Ha, this. Shmaitza halacha, the halachic teaching. So, Kama ma'aliyah ha-shmaitza is, how good is this teaching? Dachi, that. Also, that when, da means that, and ki means when. So, dachi, that when. Also, he came. Rav Shmuel bar Yehuda. That means when Rav Shmuel bar Yehuda, dachi also, when he came. Omar, he said, Omri, they said, B'marova, in the west. The west refers to Israel because it's the east of Babylonia, and the Talmud we're learning is Talmud Bavli, which is the Babylonian Talmud. Nonetheless, he said that they said in the west that in Israel, they say that Arvis, regarding the halacha of saying a Shema in the evening, the words Daber el b'nei Yisrael v'amatu aleim and Ani Hashem Elokeichem emes. What they say are these words. They say the beginning part of the Shema, which is speak unto the children of Israel and say to them, and then they conclude with Ani Hashem Elokeichem emes. I am Hashem, your God is true. Omar lei Abaye. So Omar, he said, lei to him, Abaye. That means Abaye said to him, my what? Ma'al Yasa is so good. Same word, by the way. Ma'al Yasa there is related to the word Ma'al here. Like we said before, how good is this teaching of this halachic teaching? The question is now, my Ma'al Yasa. What is so good about it? And here is going to finish off the question. Vaha, but Omar, but Vaha means literally denoting a question. And surely, Omar Rav Kahana Omar Rav. Rav Kahana said, in the name of, that means he said that Rav said, Loi Yaschil. Yaschil means he starts. Loi Yaschil, he may not start. Ve'im, and if Hischil, he did start. Gomer, he completes. Okay, so that's starting off a question. I'm not going to explain it until the shir on Monday night. V'chi, and if tema, or when even, v'chi tema, and if you're going to say, tema means to say, that v'amarata aleihem, the words v'amarata aleihem in the Torah, in the Shema, loi havi, that means they are not, haschala, the beginning, v'ha'omar, but surely he said. Now this is like this v'ha there is related to this entire word over here. V'ha omar. So the word v'ha omar is like saying, it's like having a break in between and saying v'ha omar. Sometimes it does actually say it like that. Sometimes it's written like that in the Gemara. Let's go back again. V'ha omar, and surely he said, who is that? Rav Shmuel bar Yitzchak Omar Rav. That means surely Rav Shmuel bar Yitzchak said in the name of Omar. That means he said in the name of Rav that what? Daber b'nei Yisrael. The words of Daber b'nei Yisrael, speak unto the children of Israel, beginning of the Shema. Loi havi, they are not. Haschala, the beginning. V'amarta aleim, but the words straight afterwards, which are, and you shall speak to them, and you should say to them, havi haschala. That indeed is the beginning. So, Gemara answers, Omar Rapapa says, Kosovri, they hold B'marova in the west, that means in Israel, that the words V'amartu aleihem, the words, and you shall say to them, Nami also, Loi Havya, they are not. Loi Havya, they are not. Haschala, the beginning. Add until the Omar, that he says, the Osu, and they shall make Lohem for them tzitzis. That's another part straight after V'amartu alehem v'osu lehem tzitzis, which is just after the statement we mentioned before. Omar Abaye said, Hilkach, therefore, Anan, we, Aschuli Maschalinam. It's an interesting thing. This is an infinitive construct, which means that this thing doesn't really have a tense and a gender. It just means the idea of beginning. This over here means Maschalinam, means we begin. So we say like this, Aschuli Maschalinam, we surely begin. It means we surely start. Right, so the main word over here is, if this is this one, which is translated, this is just for emphasis. So, aschuli maschilina, we surely begin, or we surely start, to ka, because the ka there, this kaf aleph doesn't really do very much. It's a fill-in word. Da means that. To ka maschili, that they start, but marava in the west in Israel. The kivan, and since the aschilinon that we start, we already started, then Migmar Nami Gamrinon. Migmar means complete. Also, Gamrinon, we complete. That means we complete a completion. Gamrinon means we complete. Migmar, a complete. It's similar to this idea over here we said before of on Aschuli Maschelinon, is over here Migmar Nami Kamrinon. It's a similar sort of thing, which is that it's an infinitive construct. The real translation is in the word Kamrinon, that we complete. Migmar Nami Kamrinon means we will surely complete also. The word Nami is also. Daha, here denoting a question, or pointing out, Daha, because Omar Rav Kahana said, Omar Rav, in the name of Rav, that Lo Yaschil, he may not begin. Ve'im, and if hischil, he did begin, goimer, he must complete. Chia bar Rav Omar. Chia bar Rav said, Omar ani Hashem Elokeichem, that if he, that means the person in the case we're referring to, said, Ani Hashem Elokeichem, I am Hashem your God, Sorich, it's required, Loimar, for him to say, Emes. Straight afterwards the word Emes. Loi Omar Ani Hashem Elokeichem. If he did not say, I am Hashem your God, then halacha is Einoi Tzarich Loimar Emes. Einoi, he does not. Tzarich, need Loimar, to say Emes, the word Emes. True. Vaha is a question. Vaha denoting a question. Ba'i, he requires la'adkuri to mention. Now the word adkuri is from the same word as in the Hebrew, which is zochor. The Daled and Zion interchange. So zochor means to remember or to mention. So vaha ba'i la'adkuri. But surely he requires la'adkuri to mention Yesias, the going out of, the exodus of Mitzrayim, Egypt. It's a question. To Omar, so the answer is to Omar that he says Hochi thus. What does he say? He says the following formula: Maidim Maidim anachnu. That means Maidim anachnu means we are. Now the word Maidim means to be thankful or to admit. The word Maideh or Todah or Hoida'ah all come from the idea of to recognize that a person has a lack. We admit we have a lack and therefore we thank. Therefore, Maidim anachnu loch, we thank. Loch means you. Who is that to? Hashem. Is thanking Hashem. Oopsie, Hashem. Elokeinu, Hashem our God. Shehoitse sanu, that you took us out. How do you see that? The word she means that. The word hoitseisa means you took out. And the word nu, the last part, nu at the end means took us, means us. Shehoitse sanu, that you took us out, me eretz Mitzrayim, from the land of Egypt. Or padi sanu, and you redeemed us. How do you know this? The word pe dalad yud is the idea of pidyon, is to redeem, pidyon aben. Or padisanu, same as here as shoytisanu, it means, or padisanu, that you, padisa, right, you redeemed, nu, us. Or padisanu, and you redeemed us, mi base, from the house of. If it had just said mi bayis, it means from the house. Mi base means house of, avodim, servants. Va'asisa, and you made, similar again as this idea of shahitsesa, fodisa, va'asisa, and you did, lanu, for us, nisim, miracles. The word lanu, the lamed there sometimes means two and sometimes means four. Nice for remembering it either means two or two squared. Nisim, for us, miracles. So lanu va'asisa, and you made lanu for us, nisim, miracles. Ugavurais, and strengths. Al, upon Hayom, the sea. Vesharnu, and we sang, from the word shir, shin reish, I'm missing a yud over there, but Vesharnu, and we sang lacha, for you.